day. Raise your hand if you had a hard day. Drunken makeup review. No, I'm kidding. I'm not drunk. You guys ever watched My Drunk Kitchen? Because if you haven't, you should. Hannah Hart is amazing and hilarious. You should watch it. So it's time for a short review of Illamasqua Naked Strangers. Ooh. Alright, cool. So I got these a week ago. It took me a while to review them because, ooh, I was just flipping you guys off. Not cool. Okay, sorry. So it took me about a week to review these because I wanted to try them out so that I can tell you if they were great or what have you. So for Naked Strangers, they released 2 blushes, and one is a cream blush. That's this one right here. It's called Zygomatic. It's a very nudie, I would say kind of a pinky nude is the best way to put it. So it's more of a pinky nude there. And then this one is called Naked Rose. And maybe I'm trying to angle it so it's true to pan. And you guys can see that. It's too much of a glare. It's not very accurate. There we go. That's better. Okay. So I think Naked Rose is a really great name for these because, sorry for this one, because it's accurate. It's very natural. It's not super like in your face, but it's got a bit of a rosy tone to it, which I like. So I tested both of these out by itself and together just to kind of see how they worked. Zygomatic, which I'm going to swatch for you right now, it's not very pigmented, at least not for olive skin. It's really not. You kind of need to build it up to be able to see it, which I'm going to do right now so you guys can see it here. And in that swatch, I kind of try to build it up a little bit there. It's not super pigmented. It's very, very, very natural. It's got a little bit of color. You can add a wee bit of color, but Naked Strangers was a great name for this line because honestly, it doesn't pack a big punch. I found that this cream blush lasted between 4 and 6 hours for me, which isn't great. I think it's because it isn't very pigmented. The color kind of seemed to disappear. And then there's the powder blush, which I said is Naked Rose. And this one I found a little chalky. So I had to be really careful when I was putting it on because I felt like it was kind of going all over the place. Not on my face necessarily, but like on my brush, I felt like it was kind of like I was pushing the powder around. So I had to be really careful. But here's a swatch of Naked Rose. So built up right there, it looks very pink. Let me kind of blend that out a little bit so it doesn't look so striking, because that's not how you would wear it, right? You wouldn't wear it as super striking color. And there you see that it's kind of like the sheared out rosy pink kind of color. So I'd call it like a mauvey rosy pink kind of color. Not super pigmented. I feel like this one lasted, the powder one, Naked Rose, lasted between 6 and 8 hours. Which isn't terrible. I think that's probably true for even MAC blushes, to be honest. And then, just out of pure curiosity, I did both Naked Rose and Zygomatic at the same time. And it lasted a really long time. I got between 8 and 10 hours of wear. I felt like Zygomatic on its own wasn't very pigmented, and Naked Rose I kind of needed to build up a little bit, but still looked very pretty. I'm actually wearing it today. It's very subtle. It's definitely, you know, if you kind of want to go naked face but want a little bit of color kind of blush. However, when I tried them together, and here I'll try to do it on my hand to give you an idea, they work better together is the best way to put it. I just kind of felt like it intensified and it made them last. So this swatch down here is both of them together. And they go well together. They complement each other. They make each other last longer. The consistency didn't get weird having the powder on top of the cream. I mean, give the cream a couple of seconds to kind of soak in. and then go in with the powder. But I loved the color. I feel like it intensified both of them and they blended together well. And it kind of produces this, like, I don't know, this mauvey, rosy, nudie color, having both of them together. And they're great together. I actually prefer them that way, to be honest. And that might only be for olive skin like my own. I feel like separately they weren't amazing. Although I do like Naked Rose, the powder one, on its own. I have to build it up a bit, but if you really want to like pack a punch, well, not a huge punch, but if you want to make it a little brighter and you want to make it last longer, put them together. I think that they're a great combo. So that's my short little review, and hopefully you guys liked it. So if you like it, subscribe, tell a friend, share, comment. If you guys have tried these out, I want to hear what you guys think about these. I think they're great blushes, but I love Illamasqua in general. But like I said, be careful with Naked Rose. It can get a little powdery and you might get powder all over the place. And with Zygomatic, you may need to build it up if you're olive skin. But, you know, if you're fairer skinned, I think both of these would actually be great on you. So take a look at them if you can. All right, thanks guys. Bye.